Hello, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the best food you can eat to reverse insulin resistance. If you are insulin resistant, this means that the cells in your body are not responding to insulin in the way they should. This leads to high insulin and high blood sugar level and can eventually lead to type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance affect over half of Malaysian population, with a lot of this case going undiagnosed, so this is something that we should all be concerned about. But thankfully, if you are insulin resistant, it can be reversed now. The insulin resistance is reversible, but the advice they were giving on how to reverse it was extremely unhelpful. Losing weight by eating less and moving more was the common advice I saw, and this is so frustrating because the advice is so broad. It's the most generic advice you can give, and if it really were that simple, obesity and insulin resistance will not be as widespread as it thankfully today. And I have some tips for you on how to reverse insulin resistance that are more specific and that actually work. In today's video, we are going to talk about some of the steps you can take to reverse insulin resistance and the food you can eat that will accelerate the process. Insulin resistance is when your cells stop responding to the hormone insulin. Insulin is the hormone responsible for transporting sugar or glucose from our bloodstream to cell in our body. Every time we eat carbohydrate, they are broken down into sugar and our blood sugar goes up. Then the pancreas releases insulin, and if everything is working properly, the insulin takes the glucose to where it needs to be, and blood sugar returns to baseline when you are insulin resistant. However, your cells do not respond to insulin correctly. Your insulin stays high and your blood sugar stays high. This can make it extremely hard to lose weight, and it can increase your disease risk. The opposite of being insulin resistant is being insulin sensitive. When you are insulin sensitive, your cells are responding to insulin in the correct way, and everything works smoothly. But what causes insulin resistance? Insulin resistance is caused when insulin levels are sufficiently high. Over a prolonged period of time, as mentioned earlier, when we eat carbohydrates, insulin is released in response to the blood sugar rise, and the other macronutrient, fats and protein do stimulate insulin as well, although to a lesser degree. Protein only stimulates insulin moderately, and fat there's only a very tiny response, and it's a very much at all. If you eat more carbs, insulin rise more, and with our dietary guideline being based around rice, bread, pasta and cereal, most of us eating a lot of carbs, but there are two parts to insulin resistance because there are places around the world where carbs such as rice are a big part of the traditional diet, and this country have not historically suffered from insulin resistance. So the second part to insulin resistance is eating frequency to average.